All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Josh here. Today we're out doing some work with the new tractor. Not going to tell you what it is just yet. We got to leave some excitement for the end of the video. But in this video, you're going to see us take the John Deere 2025R out to Pittsburgh, and we sold it to the new owner. He's very excited for having that tractor. Again, we had a 2025R tractor loader backhoe, and then we also had the 60D Auto Connect deck. But we got rid of that tractor, not because it wasn't a good tractor, but because we needed something else. We needed something with a cab that was about the size of the 2025R, but maybe just a little bit bigger. It had to have a cab, and we had to have heat and AC. John Deere doesn't make a cab tractor in that size frame, so we actually tried out the 3046R. We tried to see if that would work. 3046R, one, was just a little bit too big, and then two, the loader controls were absolutely horrendous on the John Deere 3046Rs that we had. So I don't know why that is, but I think in watching some of the other videos on YouTube, it sounds like the loader controls are maybe controlled by cables in the cab tractor. If you buy the 3046R open station, it doesn't seem like it has the same issue, but the loader controls are absolutely horrendous on the 3046R. So the 3046R, one, wasn't good for us because it was just a little bit too big. Two, the loader controls are horrendous. And then the price of them, if we wanted to get a backhoe, which we need on our property, would have just been more than what we were willing to pay. So we ended up getting something else. Stay tuned, and we'll walk through, show you what we got. right, so here it is. Here's the new tractor for the homestead. I hope to have this for the next couple of years. I think it's going to serve us very well. It is a Kubota. It's a 2022. It was used. LX2610. It's got the LA535 loader and the BH77 backhoe. We also bought one that already had a third function. So it already has a third function plumbed in. We also got a grapple and a set of pallet forks. So we still have the John Deere land plane, we still have the John Deere tiller, and we still have that bush hog. But we did switch to Kubota. Let me hop in the cab here out of the wind and we'll go over some more things. So, to do a review, we've had the John Deere 2025R since the spring of 2020. So we almost have had it, or we almost had it 4 years. We sold that in Pittsburgh and picked this tractor up the same day. And so far, my first impressions of this tractor. One, the loader controls are as smooth as butter. I've worked a skid steer before, briefly, and I gotta say this is the closest thing to a skid steer that I think I felt in a tractor. Now, comparing this to the 2025R, the 2025R had smooth loader controls, not as good as this. But where you really see a difference is when you get into the John Deere 3R series cab tractors. The 3R series cab tractors have cable controls, where this is just hooked straight up to the hydraulics, hydraulic over hydraulic. At least that's my understanding from reading some reviews online. So right off the bat, much better loader controls than the cab John Deere series. Like I was saying before, we tried to go with the 3R series. We bought a used one. It just didn't work out. One, it was too big for the property. The loader controls were terrible, and we couldn't get a backhoe with it because it was just out of our price range, what we were willing to pay for it. So this is when we started looking at Coyote and Kubota, and ultimately we ended up deciding to go with the Kubota. So this is a 2022. It has a whopping, let's see here, 52 hours on it now. When we bought it, it had 49. Like I was telling you, it does have a third function. So that's right here. Just a brief overview of it. It does have heat and AC. It does have a radio. It has 3-speed transmission. So you got the low, medium, neutral, and then high. It does have a mid PTO. So this is rear PTO. This is mid and rear. And this is mid PTO. You got dual brakes. It has LED lights. You got a 12 volt. It has windshield wipers on the front and the rear. Park and brake, obviously. Then you got your cruise control here and your 3-point hitch arms. One thing I do like about this tractor is this is what controls your steering wheel. Something that I noticed as compared to the John Deere. It's kind of nice. You can use your foot and work that back and forth. So now, big thing people don't like is the treadle pedal here. So if you want to go in reverse, you have to lift your foot up and go to get it with the heel. If you want to go forward, you push down with your toes, whereas the John Deere had 2 pedals right beside each other. I thought that was going to be a big annoyance, but honestly, I don't even notice that I'm using my heel. It took me, obviously a couple times because I was going off of muscle memory. When I wanted to reverse, I would just go over there. But once your muscle memory gets reset, you'll be fine, in my opinion. Some people really don't like that. So that's pretty much it for the cab. Now, while we're in here, I'll talk about the backhoe. We just used the backhoe today. You'll see that maybe in this video or maybe another video. I'm not sure which one I'm going to put it in, but we just dug these downspouts. And buried, we dug a trench here and we buried these downspouts on the left side of the house. Last week, we buried a downspout on that corner of the house and on this corner of the house with the John Deere 2025R. We got a trench dug and buried that. And first impressions of this backhoe, the BH77, is it's maybe, just rough estimate, 40 to 50% more powerful. It definitely moves this tractor around a lot quicker than the 2025R did. Just seems to have a little bit more power, and it has a bigger bucket. So now let's step back outside, and you'll have to bear with me. I got the wind guard on, but it's still, the sound does get kind of muffled by the wind. So stepping back out here. Still smells brand new. BH77 backhoe. This has the extensions on, which you need for the cab. So normally this is the backhoe here. This would just go right into the tractor. But since it's a cab tractor, you have to have an extension. And then what you get with that is you get your own secondary seat. As compared to the John Deere, we did get a a mechanical thumb here on the back. It's not hydraulic, it is mechanical. It's a used tractor. It did come with wheel spacers. Not sure if you'll be able to see them, but it did come with wheel spacers, and the rear tires are loaded. That's something that we didn't get on the 2025R that I wish we would have. And if you're thinking about buying a tractor, whether it's John Deere, 1025R, 2025R, Kubota, BX, LX, whatever you're getting, right off the bat, my recommendation to you would be to get a grapple and a third function. If you think you can use it, just if you can afford it, get it with the tractor. That's one mistake we didn't. That's one mistake we made when we bought the 2025Rs. We didn't get the third function and the grapple. All right, that's pretty much it. That's just a brief overview of the new tractor. If you have any questions, let us know down in the comments. And like I said, the 2025R has been an absolute phenomenal tractor for us. It was just time for us to get a little bit something bigger. When we bought that tractor, we were only living on 1.2 acres. We used it a lot on that property, and then a year or two later we moved to the property where we're at now. We started this YouTube channel based off of that tractor, and it just was a little bit too small for us, so it was time to upgrade. But John Deere, you guys made an excellent machine with the 2025R. If John Deere made a 2038R or a 2032R with a cab, or if they fix the loader controls on the 3046R, the 3033R, and the 3039R, we might have stayed with John Deere. So I'm hoping over the next couple years, John Deere maybe makes a cabbed, factory cab 2038R that has heat and AC, or they fix the loader controls on the 3R series. Because then maybe we would, if we decide to upgrade or get something else, we might consider switching back. But for the next couple years, get used to it. This is going to be on the property for a while, and I can already tell you I love the loader controls. They're absolutely phenomenal. So that's going to be it for me. Enjoy some of this footage. We got some grapple work in the other day, trimming some bushes, and we got some backhoe work in today. So enjoy the footage, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.